wow, it's I've had a lot of challenges in my life. I've had I was very ambitious when I was younger and had dreams like everyone else. My problem was I was over obsessive with sport, and I had family problems, and it led to me becoming bulimic at the age of 12, and I just kept, I just became very self-conscious of myself, and I was trying so hard with my athletics, and it just consumed me, and I had that for 30 years. It was only through the grace of God that I overcame that. I know that with all my heart. Well, following that, I found drugs which eliminated my bulimic problem, so I took to it like a duck out of water. I was consumed with that, and every time I was consumed with that, I wasn't consumed with my bulimia. So it led me into a life of destruction. I thrashed my body. I'm so surprised that God's blessed me with a strong, able body that I'm able to keep going. It is a miracle through what I have been through, what I've done to myself. It's a miracle I can string a sentence together. It's a miracle that I am here through the grace of God. When I was in the height of my drug use, I was medicated on a huge amount of medication, antipsychotics that they thought would help, but I was diagnosed while I was bulimic and a drug addict, all put together. So I had all three that I was fighting. So I was on that for 15 years. I stopped reading. I stopped communicating with people. I lost my personality. And as we all know, with drugs, it gives you a confidence to keep on top of things, and you're the life of the party, and you're popular, and all the rest of it. Well, when I started taking this medication, I became numb. I've been numb for the last 15 years. I've been on that medication for 15 years. It was only till last year that I stopped. I knew about Chris through my son. My son was involved with the family because his son was a mentor to my son Zach. He's battling at the moment, so it's still a challenge. It's not easy, but I've stopped poisoning myself. This is the first time in my whole, even before my adult years, that I've been abusing myself. I was 12 when I started. I only stopped abusing myself last year, and it's been, coming off medication is even harder than coming off drugs, and that's hard. That's hard. It was the only way I actually got through it was praying to God every day. I'd start running. I'd start getting up early in the morning, running at 5 o'clock in the morning to. That was my prayer time with God, and I've still got a journal at home that I've got the dates. Because every time I prayed to the Lord, I would ask Him for stuff. Why me? Why this? Why that? Why? You know. And as I was running, I felt His Spirit come through me. I felt it. I felt every bit of it. And like I said, I wrote in my journal. I said, instead of asking God, I felt Him. He was beside me. He was running with me. And you can be a believer or a non-believer, but I have felt God in my presence. There was an incident that happened last week, and I felt Him beside me. I felt every bit of His glory beside me. So I know He's with me, I know that He's going to stay with me as long as I stay with Him. I know that everything will be okay. I'm living proof of it, that you can't do it. Oh, I couldn't, and I know full well that I don't think anyone is capable of doing it unless they're in the journey with the Lord. Yeah. It's taken me a long time to actually understand, but and I've got a lot to learn, so much to learn, but I feel the presence of God with me, and when something goes wrong, I don't feel as defeated or deflated, because I know He's there, and that is everything. One of the main things why I wanted to come here was to try to, through all my mistakes and flaws, that I want to try to save someone else from making those mistakes, and be able to talk to them and talk through it, and let women understand that, you know, there's other ways, and besides hating yourself and being influenced by bad situations and getting involved in drugs, because it just ends up a life of pain. And I really put it out there to any young girl that is thinking that, you know, it's all fun and games. It's not fun and games. None of it's fun and games when it all comes to the crunch. You have to rely on a higher faith, and that's what I'm doing. And so far, it's worked out, and it's still working out for me, and I'm growing. I'm starting to blossom as a person because I have my faith in God. So please, if someone wants to reach out, have the faith, or just have the courage just to step out and ask someone, question it, be curious, ask them questions about God, because they'll give you the right answer. Meet a good group of people that understand and walk in the path that they walk in, and things will become easier. I promise you that. I know. Through my own journey, I know that.